reviewing part 3, but as we read and reread the prayers given, we will certainly realize that the gratitude message is not just for part 3. The seed is in chapter 1, the seed is in chapter 2. All the previous walks that we have made this far is now we are thanking for those experiences. So it's day 2 of your own practice. So do not forget to read the chapter related to the prayer, which is chapter 18, day 2 prayer practice. It will help you easily soak into the deeper understanding of that chapter, as well as it will automatically take you to the gratitude, and also you will resonate. It will much more will come through your heart. The understanding of those written prayers will be deeper, and don't miss out to write those experiences. Okay, so let us begin today with our today's group practice, which will be for chapter 20 and 21. So the prayers will be for day 5 and 6. Sorry, 4 and 5. So let us continue. Shailesh, good morning. If you can share the PDF. So as our gratitude starts with chapter 1, realizing that we are made in the image of God. Before that, we started all our journey together, and each and every part of it is incredible. And how much ever I can say thanks to each and every connection, it will be less. So thank you, Monalji, for beautiful reading of this affirmations of prayers. And thank you for being part of our group, helping everybody connect every day. And to all our masters who is joining, and all our admin who is bringing us close every day. Thank you, Nehaji, Kirti, Kavita, and all the masters. And how can I forget Shaileshji? So let us begin. In your quiet period, allow yourself to understand the way you feel about these lines. 4th day prayer. Dear God, my Creator, I thank you for my connection of love with everyone and everything. I thank you for my all-knowing intelligence that brings that connection to a living reality. I spread the love I feel to all. I spread the love I feel to all of creation and each creator. I know our connection is felt by everything else in creation. So if we remember, we learned in chapter 2 that we are connected with everything, and our heart is that space from where we are connected to everything in this creation. And we practiced all-knowing intelligence. We practice to get messages through all-knowing intelligence, which is our connected with our heart. And then we came to enliven our heart, empower our heart, and experienced the love flow. And then in part 3, we established that connection with everything, and we learned about the consciousness that is everything in consciousness, which is aware of itself, aware of its initial thought. So it was a beautiful realization that everything is made out of love, and everything has two qualities. One, that everything has the qualities of God, and everything is consciously connected with everything. So we can communicate with everything as only if we are truly aware of what we are, our true nature, that is love, our God qualities. We can experience that connection in the creation, that we are connected, and we can communicate with each other. And we also by being aware of our own true nature, we also make effect on everything in the creation. So these were very deep realization was made during the chapter understanding. And it says that you are already connected, so you can communicate. You just have to be aware of yourself, your true self. And that's all. And that's how we learn to communicate with plant. So the line, can you scroll up to the prayer, Shailisha, please? So I thank you for that connection of love with everyone and everything. I thank you for my all-knowing intelligence. So that all-knowing intelligence is so connected with love. Without that, we cannot communicate to get that validation that, yes, yeah, indeed, everything is love. Everything is conscious about itself. And that is how I realize God, I experience God. So that all-knowing intelligence is possible because we are all connected. We are all connected with love. And as we become aware of ourselves, we can communicate with everything that is conscious with themselves. So there is an exchange of the clarity that we are establishing, that we are love and everything in the creation is made of love. So this one line is so powerful. It made me thought the whole journey and the experience we made during our chapter practice. So again, I will read. I thank you for my all-knowing intelligence that brings that connection to a living reality. Right? So it's not just anything in the book, but I am living it every day. And now I spread the love I feel to all the creation and the creation. Because now I am connected, I feel I can communicate, I exchange, I spread that love. And I made that connection, I exchanged the messages. We took the plant and we communicated, asking the plant, what can I do for you today to make you more comfortable? So I know our connection is felt by everything else in the creation. So it is everyday practice that we live in that awareness that whatever we are, whoever we are connected with everything and we make our own impression on them. They hear us, they listen, they see, they respond to what we are. So this beautiful prayer for day 4 and beautiful chapter, go ahead and read and see what all we learned there. Definitely a new definition or a better clarity of definition of consciousness was given. And it was a realization that, yes, we are all connected with each other. So today, do your quiet period in a place of natural beauty, pick a plant, and at appropriate time during your quiet period, unify with and feel your connection to the plant. So the process is same, that we say that I am made in the image of God and I have all the qualities, and we take the plant, we gaze it, we love it, we touch it, we bless it, we say that, okay, you are also the same, just like a baby, and then communicate with it through your heart's love. Now they speak, we like not like human language, but our heart love exchange the message. Our heart's love send the message and it receives the message. Be guided in that communication by your higher self. So the message that we receive is through our higher self, and check with your signals the accuracy of your communication. So whatever message we get, we have this our yes and no signal. Is the message accurate? Just check that. If that plant asks for any help, give it. Feel this unity with all of creation wherever you go today. Now, as we practiced with this beautiful living plant, now the communication expand to everything, whatever we touch, whatever we see, wherever our awareness go, we know that we are connected with love and we can communicate, and just give it a try. Whatever, when you open the door, just see and say, okay, I'm aware of you. You are the same as me. We are made in the image of God. We have the same qualities. And then see what message you receive from that door, as you establish that oneness, you will get your message through your higher self. So again, the revision will take us to a deeper realization and expanding our communication, not limiting only to plants, but anything that we come across today. So we'll go to next day prayer, which is day 5. Dear God, my Creator, I thank you for giving me your thought for my creations. So it was the chapter where we learned about becoming a master of creations. How can we become a master of creation until and unless we do not know from where the master creates, from where the God creates? So we learned about our free will, and we realized that whatsoever, if we are still limited in our own imagination, fearful thoughts, worries, we will be limited to that. We will be slave to those thoughts, and we can never live our free will. To live our free will, I need God's thought that has all the God qualities that made this creation vast and expensive, beautiful, magnificent. So I thank, dear God, my Creator, I thank you for giving me your thought for my creations. So one, that little help, that little vision, that glimpse. Now make us think, when we create, what am I creating and what is the source of my creation? Is it coming from any lack, fear, anxiety, worry, to just prove myself or anything? Now I know where I have to be when I think of something new. Because when we are aligned with God's thought, we certainly end up doing right action, which has all the God qualities, and that is what it brings to us. So I thank you that your thought can only bring me the experiences you know: joy, abundance, energy, knowledge, and more. These are few God qualities that automatically we experience when we start with God's thought. I thank you for the beautiful present where you are, where you always are, and where I can always and only experience your love. So we learned about uh, living in past and future, where we live only the fragment of past, we relive that experience, and in future we keep worrying about something that has happened in the past will come again or not. So the present moment is the moment where we want to live as a creator, because that's where I feel love, I feel God, in that present, where the God is always present and I can always be. It's not saying I'm always there, because we are always living in past and future. So I can always choose to be in present, to experience God's love, to my true self. Everything happens in this present moment, whether it is the realization that I'm conscious of myself or I'm connected with everything, it happens in this now. So emphasis was to practice to live in now, and also this chapter aligned us to think correctly. So whenever we are in thought of lack, being unloved, being poor, being not so smart or not so successful, our thought has to be corrected as soon as we acknowledge them. So we practiced after that. We practiced to bring ourselves in present moment throughout the week and experience, use your free will as you think of any creation and live in that present. So and my dear Father, I thank you for the gentle nudge you give me when my own thoughts are bound to lead me to suffering. So it says that we practice to get a negative signal from our higher self whenever my thoughts are not aligned. So here again, we are thanking God for that gentle nudge we received when our thoughts are bound to lead to a suffering. So whenever our thoughts are not correct, we know that that's what we are going to create in our life. So that gentle nudge from higher self that, you need to do something. So we get some signal, we recognize and we fix our thought. It was a great practice, and we are really grateful for all that we learned in that chapter. So today, in your quiet period, rehearse your signal for negative thoughts. There's no need to overdo it though, because we have done enough of our signal practice before, and we know we can easily identify any subtle change in our body and we can recognize that, okay, this is the signal for my negative thoughts. So just practice it enough to feel that signal clearly. Just be aware, become more aware. It will only take us to the present moment. And throughout the day, be aware of that signal's presence whenever it comes. Stop and think, then change your thought and any related course of action. So what could be the course of action? Creating formula for any thought we want to claim and accept, anything we want to let go, and or maybe sometimes just an aura cleaning, and maybe sometimes just becoming one with God qualities. So all the tools we have, we can think of using what and when, as we recognize that some of the influence have come, my thoughts are not correct. So this is the uh, short recap of the practice we went through during week 21, Becoming a Master of Creation. I would like you to take time to read that chapter and these practices, the prayers, and find your own meanings, and do share something different or the realization that you have through these prayers. So today we'll go through the practice. We'll stop here and we'll do days 6 and 7 tomorrow. Shalishi, we can stop the presentation. Yes, Anna, we love these gratitude prayers. It's more than what we can think, and how much ever we think, it gives us a way to think deeper. It gives us a way to be grateful more so that we experience what we are learning. How much ever it will be difficult at times, and it only makes its way. The new avenue comes where we experience love in a unique way. So even in the past, where um, we knew that God is present everywhere and everything is, everyone is God, but why I could not see it, why I could not feel it. And these practices are simply making those awareness alive, that now I see it. The more I become love, the more I become conscious of this whole creation, then I realize, yes, this is what it is. And then no words for those dark experiences also, that we were lost somewhere. And so it makes acceptance for all who is living that way and who has been part of our life, helping grow in this journey. So in this gratitude day, let us remember all of them and just be be with yourself, fully aware and conscious. Feel your true self. In God's thought. Allow yourself to fall back into the time of creation, where everything was about to manifest. With a deep breath in and out, set yourself free from this body, from any limited perception about yourself. as these words in the form of energy has touched our hearts. And now our heart wants to expand, to become one with all, to experience everything here and now. So breathe deeply to expand your chest fully. Breathe in and out. And if you feel like you want to start fresh now, with every breath, feel that the layers are falling off. That keeps us away from this realization of what we are truly. Hear your breath, feel it more, feel your body more. Feel that space that pulls you, that is active and alive, and it only knows God's love. Feel it more just by taking your awareness to this space. You will feel the depth of it is infinite. We talk about a point, a center. When we are in this body fully aware, we can experience it. But as we transcend our mind, we transcend our body. We experience everything. We become everything. Let us follow our secure practice for safety. Feel this love more and radiate to your energy field. To all uninvited influences, I send love and light. Each one of you are whole and healed. Each one of you are made with love and light, and you are still love and light. You feel no pain now. Do not be afraid. I know a perfect place for each one of you to go. And I request my higher self, take name, to take you there now. Each one of you go in peace. I set you free. And I close my aura to all except my higher self. Feel your heart space and feel that love. As light is emanating from the center, filling entire body and our energy field, and going beyond, carrying the love that we are. So let us send this love and light to all the thought forms around us. And expand this feeling of love by becoming one with all, fully aware, with total conviction of our existence. That is our truth. Ask for signal from higher self or just recognize and say thanks. My dear higher self, please give me your signal now. Feel gratitude for this and say thanks, just the way you want to. From every cell of this body, we have been seeking for this connection to experience the presence of divine. And this vehicle became the medium that receives the messages from God, our Creator. And from all those realized ones who has been helping throughout this course and before and beyond, we can remember or think of. Let us thank Babaji for guiding us throughout this journey. We may see a few faces who are also in their own journey of realizing the truth, the self, the God. We learned from their experience about individual journey, just to be more grateful about the uniqueness of our Creator. And in all the creation. Babaji is not only guiding us with these practices, but these prayers is teaching us a way to be more grateful about everything we have in this life. And many, many lives. And all that we did. And all that we experienced. Was there to experience God in everything. Love in everything. The presence of that I am. Which is pure and divine. Is from the eternity, flowing to eternity, infinity, taking multiple forms. God made only love. God knows everything. With his thought of creation, all came in existence. I am part of his thought. I am part of this creation. I am conscious of the consciousness I am. That comes from my original existence. Where all is one. As we take form, we become many. To express that uniqueness, but we never lose that connection. That is love. Allow yourself to feel that. Feel that field where everything is unified. One. Love. Only the glimpse of this remembrance fulfills the purpose of this body. Our wish to know, our will to learn, connects us with this all-knowing intelligence from the field. Where everything is one, conscious about itself. consciously connected, speaking the same truth, embodying the same love. As Father carries the seed, our Creator carries these God qualities we call infinite energy, love, joy, peace, abundance, knowledge. We are an expression of that. Our conscious mind was created as a space to create this conscious experience of love, of consciousness. It is just like a layer that perceives everything from this creation from one side. Or it becomes aware of itself fully from the other side. So now, with open eyes, we guide ourselves to see the truth behind. We are not just seeing structures, matter, an identifying object, but we are fully connecting with the truth of the existence of everything. All the creatures in the creation. Bringing me experience of love. And this experience changes everything. All our wrong perception, imagination, limited understanding is questioned and resolved. by the experience of this oneness. If you're falling in trance, I would request you to come back to the awareness of your existence in this physical body, feeling your love, feeling your heart space. You may want to leave the back support and say this affirmation, the prayer, with open heart. Dear God, my Creator, I thank you for my connection of love with everyone and everything. I thank you for my all-knowing intelligence. That brings that connection to a living reality. I spread the love I feel to all of creation and each creator. Each creator. I know our connection is felt by everything else in creation. I know our connection is felt by everything else in creation. Allow it to go deep. Feel the change in your heart space, in your heart energy. You may want to bring your palms and put it over your heart and feel that gratitude. Feel that pull, that vibration, intensity of love. We are radiating at this point. And repeat. Dear God, my Creator, I thank you for my connection of love with everyone and everything. I thank you for my all-knowing intelligence that brings that connection to a living reality. I spread the love I feel to all of creation and each creature. I know our connection is felt by everything else in creation. Feel this connection deeply. Breathe from your heart with every breath. Inhale the love we are receiving from everyone and everything. As we exhale, send this acknowledgement with love of what we received. We are grateful, and I send love. Back in the creation. I touch with love, and I am touched by love. With love. As we become aware of this God's love, pulsating more, vibrating more, we feel our connection. The whole creation becomes alive in front of us. So let us thank dear God, my Creator. I thank you for giving me your thought for my creations. I thank you that your thought can only bring me the experience you know. joy, peace, abundance, energy, knowledge, and more. I thank you for the beautiful present where you always are, and where I can always and only experience your love. And my dear Father, I thank you for the gentle nudge you give me when my own thoughts are bound to lead me to suffering. Take this moment to send love to all your past memories where you felt you were hurt. Bring each person in front of you embrace them with love, with open heart. The mistake in our thinking was part of this drama. To have the joy of finding the lost. By giving love to one and all, we are just becoming one with the law of creation that everything is created with love and connected with love and is conscious about itself. By the nature of love, everything and everyone is in journey to know itself. Allow yourself to breathe deeply to be more comfortable. Take back support if you feel so. You may stretch out your hands and legs, or you may want to lie down. Drop your body weight fully. Just be empty to experience this oneness. We are experiencing the resonance with unified field. So just be. With every breath, feel this whole cosmos breathing. Feel your chest rise and fall. That rise and fall is felt in cosmos, creating a ripple, carrying the message of divinity awakening in humanity. Now the human body the human presence experiencing itself in full light, embodiment of love, joy, peace, infinite energy, abundance, knowledge, is consciously aware of its existence beyond this body as love in everything, in everyone. It's our mind, which is now God's mind, can only think of its own good qualities, God qualities. And just be. So breathe in deep, in and out. Draw your awareness back to this body from being infinite to this limited body, which is not so limited as we thought, as we imagined, because we were far away from the truth. And now this all-knowing intelligence, speaking the language of love in all. And I am fully conscious about it. You may feel tears for love, for gratitude to Babaji. It wouldn't have been so simple or easy, which is possible through this journey, to learn the simplest, to learn the easiest, to learn the straightforward reality of truth. Take your time to come back. Let us close our aura again so that we live this reality, this presence, this life, this role, this expression of love through this body. I close my aura to all except my higher self. And so it's easy to just be. You may take both your palms and put it over your chest to express what you are. Another wave of gratitude to each and everyone here, present physically or just by your energetic presence. Last 30 seconds. Take a few deep breaths in and out to memorize this experience. It will help us. It will guide us to live the truth that we are. Last 5 seconds. Gently bring both your palms over your eyes and count 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With a few blinks, you may open your eyes, look around, see the newness in everything. As it is. Welcome back. Thank you, everyone, for just being here, for listening to all my feelings, for being part of this journey. A marvelous, beautiful, magnificent. I have no words to say. And thank you for tolerating me at times. I know I speak a lot. But I realized yesterday only, I realized that since my childhood, I was not speaking. I was not a speaking child. I was totally quiet. No matter what, I will not speak. That's how I lived. And in last 8 months, I have spoken so much. It feels like I have been like venting out all those times when I was quiet. So truly, I thank each one of you for, if you can make sense of what I say, it's your generosity. And um, I'm really just grateful. I cannot say a word to just say thanks.
Thank you for giving us this beautiful experience every day. Thank you. I know there is not really much questions or things to ask that you all may have, but you certainly can share some of your experiences or your own understanding of the prayers that we are doing this week. If there is something you can add to the experience of others, you are welcome to do that. Yes, you can unmute, Jayaji. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've reached a point where there's so much to feel, then say, uh, there's connection, there's so much connection, there's so much. Uh, Now, anything that happens is just taken as a situation and it just slips off. I mean, uh, when we were young, we were told that you can't stop the thought from coming. Thoughts will come. Like they said, somebody said, my thoughts still come to me after I come, I'm listening to so much. Said, till you're alive, you will have thoughts. If you're in the grave, there will be no thoughts. So it's how much value I give to that thought that it bothers me or uplifts me. So every time we do the prayer, there is a feeling of, uh, like you said, no, the godly qualities. So I have added timeless and limitless and boundaryless. So you feel so extended, so beyond uh, boundaries, beyond limited thoughts, beyond. So if there's any situation that comes, and I just take 2, 3 deep breath, and I thought, okay, the situation doesn't have to affect me, and immediately it just drops off. Otherwise, that same situation lingers on and builds so much on itself. So this is just to feel, just to be, just to enjoy the moment, which God intended when we were created. So
I was just
yeah.
thinking about God qualities, and And there was a line in the book. I was just remembering it. It was just coming to my mind. God-like and God qualities, right? God-given and God-like qualities. And you just said I added a few. These are actually the God qualities.
Um, there was a lady who used to stay in the temple, and my dad passed away when he was 39, very young, and we were just little kids. And when she had come to the house, my mom said, she said, Beant, Beant, Beant. There's no explanation to what has happened. There's no limit. The understanding, like that day you said, the scene is limited, what we see, but the seer is unlimited. That was so nice. So if you visualize that, it's just you're in a different zone. So many things that you learn. Then you asked how the prayer changes your day. I mean, every time you say the prayer, it has a little change. It's like adding a stitch to the thing that you are creating. Yeah.
This is almost like seeing through the binoculars. You know, when you see through the binoculars, you feel, well, why can't I see the whole view? Right? I can see only that much. That's what our limitedness is. We experience almost the same thing. The one who is seeing, when your eyes are not blocked, you can see wide spectrum. But when you have binoculars, you actually tunnel your vision. The same thing is, these eyes themselves are a tunnel. So what we experience is limited by the ability of the senses. And it's a deliberate thing, actually.
Mm. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is why probably the importance of feeling.
Hmm.
And now I realize the importance of just the state, to be in a state. So like just yesterday I was thinking, isn't gratitude also a state to be in?
Yes, it
Rather
is.
than feeling grateful, I'm like, oh dear, I'm eating this food only because someone worked in the fields for my sake. And it's like that connection was something ethereal.
Yeah.
Because someone is somewhere is working for me, therefore I get electricity in my house. Therefore, I mean, everything, all our lives are so interconnected. I
Yes.
wouldn't be around had someone else not been working somewhere.
And how we take it, see, like always, I remember whenever I have to peel pomegranate, for example, I will feel, oh my God, somebody could do this for me. It's so tricky. It takes so much time. It takes so much patience. I used to think like that. But now each and every pearl of that pomegranate, it makes me feel that, it took so long to grow a whole year. And how do I take it? So that kind of awareness is like, I have never felt so much tears in my eyes in my life for what's now every time, all the time I will be like that. So I'm so touched and so grateful that the state that you're talking is continuous. Today, I just felt like crying, sobbing, in gratitude to Babaji. But I was on the spot, so I could not do it. But I'm sure some might of you have felt it. The way we have been guided through this course, and especially who is doing it second time, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And then that's why this Pancha Mahabhuta is basically what is inside Yat Brahmand, I mean, Yat Pinde Tat Brahmande stuff.
Yeah.
That fits in so well. Now that oneness makes absolute total sense. And frankly, even I was tearing up, so I was like, okay, something went in my eye or some such pacification I was giving myself. Okay.
Actually, in the morning when I was reading the prayer, also I was tearing due to gratitude, and I thought I must ask this question: "ये सबके साथ हो रहा है, or is it only me?" And without asking, you've answered that question.
Guilty.
Meditation was so deep, divinely guided. I did the connection of love affirmation twice, and it was guided because once I put my heart here, it was just coming through inside. Might be Babaji guiding that. Do it one more time.
This morning, as I came out of my shower and I was dressing up, this shirt that I'm wearing, it reminded me of its presence by when I put it on, the rarest of the things that happens to me, like it may be probably once in 10 or 15 years that I would be putting it on the other way, front to back. And this morning, that's what happened. And then all of a sudden I realized I haven't felt the love and affection that this shirt gives me every time I put it on. It just hugs me. That love I felt immediately. And I simply sat and cried this morning, right after my shower, just because of that. That, like, how much do we take things for granted? They are just there, right? But they have been really giving us so much love all along. That's such a wonderful thing, that the way nature keeps reminding us of its presence. We are just not aware. So when our awareness goes to wherever it goes, it brings that energy, it brings that love.
See, even the shirt has so many stitches. Each thread is sewn like that. So we just take it for granted. Yesterday, I was just thinking about the clothes. We say we have cleaned it, and I can remember my mother doing the same work with so much effort, and how easy life is today with all the resources we have.
Yeah. Beautiful. But like, considering what we have gone through in the earlier part of this course to where we are today, looking at how all of you are feeling and what you are experiencing, it really gives me immense pleasure that yes, we have made progress. As a group, we have made progress, and individually as well, we have really made very good progress, to me, for sure. Yeah.
Group energy.
Probably yes. And that's the reason why I always say all of us, because it is the group. All of us together create an entity, and that's what is actually growing as such. Yeah. Yes, Kirti, you can unmute and speak. Yeah.
Actually, I'm at a park. I wanted to show you a scene.
Sure,
I
sure.
wanted you to open the camera today, and you just said that you want to show.
Can you see?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
And look at the beautiful, I think it's a swan. I don't know what is this crane.
Yeah,
crane.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a crane. Is it a lotus?
I don't know. I'm not so good at plants.
But are there
So
flowers? It looks like, I mean, the
there
camera
are
is
no
little
flowers
hazy.
now, but there are a lot of leaves.
Greens, okay.
No,
I
it's
know
not
we
a
call it
lotus.
not
Lily pad,
lotus.
Not
something.
lotus.
Not
I
lotus.
think we call it jalkumbi or something.
I came to pick my husband. He asked me to wait in the parking lot, but nearby there was a beautiful park. I thought I'll walk while listening to you guys. It was so beautiful. Thought to share with you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we all have so much joy to share.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the wonderful part, right?
Okay. I gotta go. I'm getting a call now. Thanks. Bye.
They are
Bye. Bye.
they
Take
are
care.
actually cattle egret.
What is
They
that,
weren't
Sandhya ji?
cranes. They weren't cranes. They were egrets.
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 Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, if there is not really much for us to discuss today, we can bring the session to a close, and then tomorrow we will have the last session for this program, the last week 24 session, and then all of you will continue to practice, and on the Thursday next week we will do chapter 25 and then bring the program to a close for the English session, right? So till Wednesday you have the whole week to practice gratitude, and then on Thursday we will bring this program to a close there for you. In between, of course, you can continue to ask your questions. We are always there in the chat group. But I'm pretty sure most of you are kind of now in a state where you want to be and not do things. Yeah. So that's wonderful, all of you. And
Yeah,
congrat.
slowly we don't even have anyone to forgive. Okay. कोई दुखाता ही नहीं है actually, I think. So क्या forgive करने का?
Exactly, yes. Yeah.
I think now we say, try me. Nothing, nothing.
That's
You're
what I
sounding
do.
like
I
Aja
will
Pyare.
invite myself to some situation and then I will try to say, okay, how much?
Both of you are sounding like अगर बस्ती है खून में तो आजा मैदान में, you know, style करने का. आजा प्यार.
Yesterday only I heard this joke, somebody was setting up his wireless network, and he named his network um, try and hack me, right? That's try and hack me was the name he put for his network. And the next day he found that the name of his network was changed to challenge accepted. So that's how we play with the nature. The nature keeps on saying, okay, challenge accepted.
It is such an amazing realization. Since childhood, we thought like, okay, earthquake happens, volcano burst, and all that thing. Nature is so imperfect. Nature is actually the real teacher. We're just embracing everything all together. Not only in planet Earth, in such a huge galaxy we are part of, and the entire universe, the cosmos. Wow. We say that meteor collide, the shower happened, this and that happened. That's just the nature expressing itself with the given condition that is needed at that time for sometimes renewal or sometimes just let it go. And so difficult it is to let go. We hold to the past stories of glories so much that it was such a big challenge to take this course wholeheartedly.
If only we could understand the definition, the meaning of the word perfect. Each one of us has our own definition of perfect, right? And nature constantly keeps reminding us, well, there can be something else also, right? We get so fixated on our own perfect, right? And everybody has a perfect. Yes, exactly. We in the process, our inflexibility makes us miss out on so much more that can be experienced otherwise. If only we were able to surrender that perfection, that whatever I consider to be perfect is just one way of looking at things. There are so many other ways of looking at the same thing, and why not try it out? Right? That is, ever since I understood that one, that was such a big revelation. It brought so much change that today I accept things as they are. I would be sitting and looking at dust on the surface and would be looking at the dust on the surface with love. Right? Okay. Yes, thank you for bringing me to the present. You made me remember, well, I am sitting in a place. That's the difference now. Earlier, I used to get really wild. Oh my God, just get me a duster. I will dust the whole house and whatnot. Right? That difference, it makes no stress anymore. Accepting. Yeah, this is also the way nature presents itself. Yeah, think about it. Like when you leave something to nature, those abandoned places that we know of, we see videos about. What are those? People left them to their own self, right? Then nature took over. And once nature takes over, it really makes them to its own way, right? And everything starts to dismantle. Slowly and gradually, things will begin to dismantle. So the moment we remove our perfection, we allow nature to take over. And just go with that flow. Understand nature's perfection, right? Nature also has perfection. It's different though.
It's giving us for humanity, right? It's giving the definition of perfection for humanity. Just today, this morning, when I went to shower, there was a baby cricket jumping around in my shower, and I was not wanting to kill it. That was my first intention. And then I thought today I will have to pick up it with a napkin, the toilet paper. And I have no courage to do that because I don't know if I pinch you hard in my fear of you jumping me over me. Then I picked a candle. Uh, that candle was there. There was a candle holder, I would say. So I just simply I ran behind it quite a few times, and then I collected and I asked, "Jump in." And as it jumped in and jumped out, I didn't have to flush it. It just went out to wherever it has to fall, and after that, I didn't see it at all. Just vanished.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have run the shower and then just let it flow. But my intention was to give it a try to save first and then go make your space.
Yeah. Nature's
Shailesh, the
perfection.
cup of coffee is also limitless. Both 3 hours it goes on, the supply.
Oh,
I
no, no,
think it's
no.
connected to the source.
Uh,
I've always
yeah.
been fascinated by that continuously flow आते ही रहता है 3 घंटा हो हमारा सेशन 4 घंटा हो.
Once my coffee gets finished, I have actually a hot plate on my table. So, like, there's a hot plate on that, my cup is there. So, it's still hot. It remains hot till
Unlimited.
as long as, yeah, it has a 4 hour setting. So, for 4 hours, it will remain. So, what I do is once my coffee is finished, I pour a little bit of water in it and then I keep drinking, sipping warm water. So yeah, that's what I do. Nobody knows what's in the cup, right? So, but sometimes my coffee really lasts beyond 4 hours also. I don't kind of drink it that way. I just sip it. Yeah. There are some mornings when I would be gulping coffee as well. There are some mornings, and like this cup would vanish within 15-20 minutes, but not always. Yeah.
I
In
thought you're
fact,
channeling the coffee into the mug.
just yesterday, I got this thought that, well, you need to um, stop drinking coffee for a few days,
Hmm.
right?
Oops.
So that you know whether you are addicted or not.
I don't need to stop to know that. I know it. I'm addicted.
For me, whenever I get such thought and I try something, I break it the very next day. So I don't try. Now I have told yesterday only I promised myself. Now I'm not going to say anything that I'm going to do this one from tomorrow. No, no, no. It's not going to work. Just be enjoy everything as it is.
Yeah. You know how, see, mind works so beautifully. Yesterday when I was debating on this aspect, well, can I stop? Then my mind said, well, okay, let the sessions be over, then you can actually do it. You know, mind plays tricks, and then it says, well, okay, what will you do with all these 3-4 different types of coffee making mechanisms that you've got around here? I enjoy coffee, so I have the K cups. Then I have a K cup making machine where I grind my own seed and several different things. And then I have this another thing where you can brew the coffee.
Filter coffee, oh, Madras wala.
No, it's called Vietnamese coffee here, very similar to that filter coffee. But like, I just enjoy doing different things, and some days I brew my own, and some days I just use the ready-made thing, and that's what goes on. But see, the mind keeps putting forward the arguments why you should not.
Very true. Whenever I decide not to have tea or something, it'll mind will tell me, "Arey, life is short. Enjoy life." You know, it's really plays with you.
But what's wrong with it? It's a today I didn't say a word called supermind. Today that's what was coming in meditation when we were like at the end, towards the end. So why to change? Just to be. You are infinite energy. The energy that puts things in, it will make things, go at its own place wherever it
That's
is.
why I've
But
not stopped. No, that's why I've not
And
stopped.
also, maybe your soul is looking for that experience.
Uh,
Yeah.
Give it
It's
a
not
better.
happy. It's not happy. ये 50 साल जो पी लिया, it's not happy. It wants more and more.
see the variety, the way
What?
Shailesh described, he created so many ways to experience, enjoy the coffee in so many ways.
and
I'm bored of doing it this way, I'll do tomorrow this way.
And I was not a coffee drinker right from the get-go. I used to drink very mild tea, which is again black tea only, always. No sugar, no milk, that kind of tea. But I used to use the Darjeeling tea for my tea always, because of the flavors that it used to give, and that's all I would drink. And I would drink that throughout the day also, like big cups. But um, uh, I think about 10 years ago, I started, when these K cups came, that's when my coffee started actually. Yeah. And then coffee, trials with coffee, and initially it was difficult, then slowly and gradually, but now I'm just a black coffee person, always just, uh, mostly in the morning, I need a cup of coffee, and that's it. And now the word need, that tells me something. It has become a need. So um, we got to be careful about that part of it. It's not nothing difficult. I have done it several times. I keep doing this, just breaking the habits. Deliberately, I do it. So for a few, maybe couple of weeks or 3 weeks, I go without coffee, and I see that there is no difference to my life. Fine, good. I can start now again.
But don't
That's
break
sort
the
of.
habit of keeping in touch with us. Please do come.
Yeah, I want to share my experience regarding coffee.
Yeah, sure.
So I am like a heavy coffee drinker. Even I don't even eat food, but I drink coffee that much.
Uh,
So I wanted because just tend to work and forget to eat. We just that is an easy thing to grab, and I that it was kind of addiction for me. it was so hard to break. I was just thinking I will stop one day. And when you desire, all the like every nature, all the forces in the nature will make it possible for you.
Yeah.
So I went to Babaji caves, right, Almora. So there was a all ghat roads, and we had a breakfast and a coffee. Then we were heading back to Delhi. uh, on the way on the ghat roads, it was so nauseous that I threw up entire coffee there. In that moment, I decided I am not going to touch the coffee again, because that feeling you get when you throw up, right? That to coffee, that's it. That day I quit.
Mm.
So this is like another perspective to see. When you want to quit, nature will cooperate some or other way, and it did for me there.
Yeah, that's it.
Own
Yeah,
experience.
and it's again your own,
Yeah,
your
that's
own
my calling. That's the reason it happened.
use of free will.
Yeah.
That is use of free will.
And your desire also has to be very strong. If
No.
just
Oh yeah, this is a very different thing. Desire part is different. Yeah,
Yeah,
अगर
there's a
एक
but
ही
reason.
डिजायर हो ना तो सारा डिजायर का strength it catches. If you have only one desire, it will catch the strength of all the desire and it will manifest. Now pick that one desire
this
where you want
desire.
Chapter 1
everything.
is mentioned like you desire to unify with your whole self. Chapter 1 mein likha hua hai, it's there. So when we
Yeah,
That's the
desire,
only desire, and it will take you through with all
that
experience of life.
that is our true desire, right? That's the
yeah.
true desire.
We are
Now,
made with that desire. That seed is there.
but one very important thing, I think we can all feel entertained with, some entertainment for all of you. Pay attention to your likings. What is it that I like, right? What is it that I enjoy? Where you actually feel the enjoyment. If you pay attention to some of these things, it will give you um, a clue to how you are actually directing the universe for your own benefit, right? So if you, let's say, example that we are discussing, drinking coffee. So drinking coffee can be from very different perspectives. Some people would be drinking out of habit only, right? That's just a habit. Some people would be drinking it because they get a kick. Some people will be drinking just because it's fashion. Now everybody in the house is doing it. I can't be left out. Several different reasons can be there, but real enjoyment if you are getting from coffee, then you are basically, what you are doing is you are confirming to the universe that I want more of this. So whatever is your entertainment, pay attention to that. So if you, let's say, enjoy watching crime movies, you are telling the universe something, right? The universe will say, okay, you want it in reality, let me show you some more. That's the energy you are putting across. You are feeling entertained, right? There's nothing wrong in feeling entertained. That's what you think. But where are you directing the universe? What are you vibrating with? That is an important aspect. So just pay attention, be in awareness. Okay, where is my vibration these days? Right? It
yeah,
will
You
that
change.
reminded me
that's
Rupaji's question once she asked about movie, and I just remembered when you shared this. No,
that's
what's
because if
wrong
you
in
are
watching?
always watching that, your thoughts are also like that. So if your thoughts are like that, you will attract situations or more
You pick
stories
up
like
any book also for that
yeah,
matter. You'll
yeah.
drop unified, you pick up any book, you would not find 100% love and light in any book. You would find some percent of doubt or something, and that will shake you up.
Think of jokes, for example. Joke seems a very innocent thing, isn't it? But you will start noticing there is only a certain type of jokes that actually entertain you. And that will tell you something about your frequency. What really brings joy to you, right? And trust me, you will be surprised at some of those things. Sometimes joy could come from giving pain to others.
Oh,
Oh
Energy
yes,
suckers.
yeah. Think, look at those. Think about those TV serials where there is this family politics. What is that? Giving pain to
सास
others.
भी कई बहू बहू थी.
Not just Saas Bahu. Nowadays, it's like widespread. Anything, right? Think about that. Like, what is the energy that is entertaining you? That will give you a clue. Okay, there is something deeper inside that is looking for that energy. And if you are able to pick on the signal, you may be able to work on it. So, on the surface, it looks very nice. Entertainment. Yeah, I need entertainment. Very good. What entertainment is important? Everybody
That's why it is
needs.
very scary to watch all kind of cuisines video on YouTube. The shorts that comes keep coming. You watch one and then there is so many. So I just keep thinking about creating something new in my kitchen today.
Kirti
But
is
that
saying that.
creation did.
uh,
Sorry.
Kirti just put a note there that crane caught a fish. So that's why it was there in that pond.
Hunger satisfied. God was fed.
God was
That's how
fed
the
by
nature,
God.
that's how the nature cycle was made to feed to. God felt the hunger of lion and he created that scene where I used to be frightened when as a kid, we used to watch such scene in Discovery. I used to feel like I'm running and the lion is chasing me.
Yeah. But all those experiences, when we watch some kind of experience, then even though we are not participating in that act, we are still experiencing that. And that experience is what actually teaches us also, right? So experience is always real. Yeah. But
Shailesh,
tell me. Yes.
I have one question. It's not related to unified. I want to know, can we regress back to plant life or animal life?
I am not sure if
Regression means just experience, you're saying, right? Not living as a plant.
uh,
I have no idea.
yeah,
What did you ask? What did you mean? You want to
the,
be a plant or you want to just experience
this
how you felt when you were a plant?
it is in
So,
my let me share my understanding of this thing, right? It is our free will.
oh,
We can decide whatever we want, but the social system uses this thing to create fear. If you do such and such, you will regress. That word regress is a comparative statement. Well, humans are the best, everything else is below. No, nature is not like that. They create the entire existence, nothing is less than anything else.
that is a fabulous explanation. Yeah, lovely.
Right? So this is just a social thing that we have been tuned to. Well, be afraid of doing bad things. Don't do bad things, otherwise you will regress. But to my understanding of when we understand how the that part of us that is actually experiencing, that experiencer is progressing, then it really doesn't matter through what form it can experience, right? And if it has completed the experience of being a mountain, experience of being a stone, or experience of being a tree, it may not want to do that. So like that free will may not be there,
Wow.
right? They would if from that perspective, you or any of us would be wanting to experience something more or new for growing, further growth, right? And I have heard this statement from several people who have understood or who have known themselves, that the spiritual journey never regresses. It is just an
That's right.
ongoing growth. It's an ongoing growth, right? What you call regression is a different thing. In your opinion, becoming a plant in my next birth could be regression, uh, but for nature it is not.
But
It is
for
still it is still made with love.
But what
what
you
I
said makes sense. If I have experienced that completely, why would I want to experience it? I mean,
Correct.
But your human mind is very curious energy. So you never know if that feeling comes, to be like a tree, to be like a flower. So if you have that kind of, you want that experience, it can happen in this human body, in this human life. As I was guiding today, we wanted to go back to that original state where we were created. So why can't we traverse back to any of the past that we have lived? And that's how the past life regression happens, right? So it's definitely, this understanding is now to all of us that everything is an expression of God as unique. And howsoever our journey has been, what Buddha's way is to, we evolve from the mineral kingdom to plant and then animal and to human. What if uh, this notion is not there, this perception is not there, we just evolve as a human? Then also, because it is coming from the same source, it is an expression of life, love, and we are all connected, we can still go back and experience. It doesn't have to be that specific me. So
In,
this opens up us ourselves little more, that we evolve from one life forms to another, and then whatever.
the thing that we need to also remember is that even the evolved souls, for example, the self-realized souls, for example, they also come back, right? They come back. Why? Because that one leg of the table cannot create the balance. Other three legs have to be balanced, right? How will that happen? Their presence will help other three legs to balance, and that's why they keep coming back again and again, right? That coming back could be in various different forms. I mean, not necessarily as humans. You may want to come back as a pet to somebody. You don't, it's your willingness, depending on what you are trying to accomplish in that form, you can decide. So this is why I call it a free will thing, right? We can determine what we want to be, always. Even in a human lifetime, we can determine who we want to be, isn't it? We decide who we want to be.
And we keep changing the roles.
Yeah,
Male, female, sometimes variety of roles we play. And the role is a mind play, but truth is the realization of beneath. So now, I was listening to one of the talk from Osho, and where he says, when you hear people, you just don't hear what they say. Generally that is what happens. So people interpret every word with their own mind. So suppose somebody is listening to Shailesh and is making his own interpretation, not connecting to that energy that is being, the word is being said to. So that openness is only possible when we are empty, not with biases if we are listening. Then only we can perceive the words and also the feelings behind. So always hear that, am I creating my own feelings with this word, or am I receiving the word as whole, as energy with feelings? It's two different part of understanding things. So one session and everybody will have their own understanding, realization. And once we are empty doesn't mean that we are less, just fully present. I am fully present. And then we receive.
yeah.
So the journey of souls, once I realized that, with this unified course only, I realized that, you could see things as love. In all social conditioning it has been done so far, how much bad it is and how much difficult it is been for a soul to go through such situation. But you can see love in everything. So that was the breakthrough. I would say in one of the revision session was happening, and I got this idea to see love in those things. Yes, it is important to go through a journey. You see roles, then one day you come to a point where you see only love. So just give yourself that time to go through that experience.
My friend was telling me today that her little girl has started going to school, a primary school. She's turned 6, and one boy came and said a bad word to her. So she was like, "That's not very nice, but I know you are sad today, so I forgive you." And she went to the teacher and she said, "He said this word, but I know he's sad today." So the next day he says, "I hate you." She said, "Actually, you don't hate me, you hate yourself.
Oh
That
my
is why
God.
you're
Wow.
saying all these things." And the teacher is calling the mother to tell her. And the third day, he was like, "I don't want to be friends with you." She was with two, three of her friends. And he comes in the middle of nowhere and says, "I don't want to be friends with you." She's like, "It's okay. I understand. You can be friends with others." And it didn't affect her. So they're so pure at that time. And she said, like in the morning, I say half the affirmation and she continues. So like that, we have 10 affirmations before she enters the bus to go to school. And she completes my sentences. And I told her, "Can you imagine if the child's foundation is so strong?" She was like, "The teacher called me and said nothing affected her." I was like, "That's what life should be."
Yeah.
She's so confident in her being, in herself, in her qualities. So it
True.
was so beautiful.
At 6, that's quite a lot. 6 years is wow. That was really amazing to hear. Thank you for sharing.
And if it is possible only in that age group, 5 to 8. So after 7, it's difficult. They have their own understanding of perceiving
No, no, no.
things.
No, no, no. I think it's all ages. Uh, when you have somebody to hear you out, you grow. When you're amongst, uh, like when you're like a white material, koi bhi color ka dhag, like any drop becomes a proper color. Uh, the company you keep, what you watch, what you read, I think everything affects. Like before I go to sleep, generally, if the session is not there, um, I watch Sai Baba one episode and then go to sleep. So, like my mom said, even in my dreams, Sai is there or talking to me, or I feel I'm there in that situation. So you sleep with that thought. Or there's Buddha episodes, and during the course, every time I wanted to watch something, I watched one episode of Buddha just to feel where he's coming from. Or and it jumped into the interview of this young man who became Buddha, and he said, it took me 6 months to work on myself, and at the age of 23, I got a lot of vairagya. I learned to deal with my food. I learned vipassana. I learned meditation. I learned to sit with myself. And then I was supposed to take the role because I had to be in that role, to feel like him, to make it look natural. So I thought this is what Unified has done. It's every week, if you're practicing one thing, it sort of gets drilled into your head. So when we were little, the one who speaks in satsang, he said, "Do you want me to bring a driller and drill it into your head? Then only you will understand." So I think every week that has been, just put it in. So till today, like, somebody told me that I've started a new job and I'm a little overwhelmed. So you sit down, take a few deep breaths, and say, "I got this." and I'm playing my role. I'll be fine. And then you start again. So there's a way of uh, what dukh sabko hoye, gyani काटे ज्ञान से अज्ञानी काटे रोए. So when you have, like, Unified has given us so many hints, so many, like, chabi formulas to work with. The same formula doesn't have to work every time, but at least one of the formulas will work if you're in that state. And I think when you come out from satsang or you come out from Unified, like you finish the class and something unnatural happens in the house, something falls, something, you're not in that zone to get angry, you're not in that zone to get upset. You're like, hota hai, haan, chalo aage baro. So that is because of being in that state a little longer. So like when we discuss how much effect I've had as a teenager, as a child, as someone who just got married, as someone who was working and studying at the same time, each time satsang has been such a, like, backbone pushing me. You can do it, thoda or, and pushing you in the right direction. Like mom always says, goal is not much to do with speed, but direction. If your direction is wrong and you're running in the opposite direction, whatever your speed, it doesn't work. But even if you're slow and study here, you will reach where you want to reach. And your
What I
7-year-old,
said.
yeah, the 7-year-old, the children adapt so much from what their surroundings show. How
That's
many
what I was
times my
telling.
kids have told me that, Mama, what you're doing is wrong. You should answer back. You should shout back. It's not your fault somebody is saying something to you. And so many times I'm like, leave it. I prefer peace than, and now she was like, I don't know I'm doing the same thing that you're doing. It goes into their system. So the way you
It
deal with,
naturally happens, so the mother who has been living like that, the child will never learn by preaching. It will pick up things like that. So it is very easy to grasp at that age, whether it is 5 to 10 or 7 or 8, whatever number it is. Once we develop our own perception, this person has done wrong to me, I cannot forgive him, then it's difficult. These days, my son started saying this word forgiveness. I said, where did you pick it from? I never told you about it. You know what it is. He's telling me that, did you forgive me for that? Continuously saying one line again and again, did you forgive me for that?
you must have heard it in school. Some
Yeah,
child, some,
that's
yeah,
what it would be. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
I need to figure out what definition he has got for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Let us all be in this state only, right? Just allow experiences to evolve and be part of the experience, fully present.
I just want to ask one thing. If that 6-year-old child spoke like that, isn't he like a prodigy that he or she is giving such wise response to such a thing? When the other child is reacting, I was just thinking, it is as Preeti ji says, the mind is very innocent. It's not defiled by the surroundings. That's why we say children are like God, right? The higher self is able to guide it, which not all children are able to take it. Because every child says, no, I'm enjoying this materialistic world, I'm not bothered what is going to happen. And that's how it goes on deeper and deeper away from the higher self, which is actually trying to tell. So that's how, and these sort of statements children make, I always feel they're still very innocent, not defiled by the outside this thing. that immediately the response is so this thing that we ourselves start wondering from where they got this knowledge.
And it is different for even boys and girls. You know how
Mm.
the way girls will express themselves with so many love, affection. They would want that, and the boys will be like, "Okay, leave me by myself." You know, so they're so different in growing up.
No, I think the difference I would say would be more after they are out of this innocent age. Till then, I don't think there's much difference in the boys and girls because their way of talking, doing, I don't think there's been much difference, which I felt.
Yeah.
I don't know, this is my perception because I won't say I have that much of experience,
Yeah.
but from whatever I saw or heard and experienced, not all children are really that innocent. You know, they get carried away with all this. I think surrounding also makes a lot of difference. Like how Jayaji says her influence with her mother taking her to satsang from young age has got a lot of influence on her way of thinking and looking at things. It all adds to your surrounding. If there's like, my servant used to teach my daughter always, if somebody hits you, you hit back. Or, try to be, rough. I used to always say, you don't hit because the person who may see you hit, they'll see only you have hit the person. And it's not nice by hitting back. If you don't hit that person, you'll realize in spite of hitting, that person has not reacted. So now she sometimes tells me, you try to make me too mild, and it is very difficult in the present world to survive, being like that. I said, no, I have been brought up that way, and I never felt it was difficult because our slate remains cleaner instead of reacting in a revolting way, you know. So I think it's
Some of
all,
the things we pick up at very early age, and that's what we want to work on. You know, that's what we
yeah,
can see
yeah,
from kids' life, what they
yeah.
are here to learn for. Nice. Now you know your journey yourself. So
Mm,
that's how I see my son. Okay, where it is, he's creating his path. I just see it from distance. And
mm,
naturally things come, whatever has to be said, right? So it's nothing is planned. Even whatever we discussed today, the way the session opened, gratitude messages and everything, it is just flowing. So just be and see every presence with love and just let your being express for with the light that you have is perfect for the situation for people around you, and only the right things will happen. So everything is an experience that takes time. It's a journey. So just see whatever comes, even a judgment comes, even if some more clarity has to be done. Just let it happen and it will give you the right exact message your soul is seeking. You will click and you will hang on to that.
yeah, very true.
We are good for
Chalo.
today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Shilamji. Thank you, Jayaji. Thank you, Anna. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for
Preeti ji, thank
participating.
you.
Thank you.
Vandana ji, Monil ji for staying this late.
Thank you.
For
Thank you
all
for
your
your fun.
support and love, your presence. This journey all together is just wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so